Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. You talk about this Seahawk defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Play action. It's Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Derek Hall in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 50 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd down and 10. Now Geno. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him made complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll return this one all the way out to the other side of the field.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 47 yards. And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Boy, he's so tough to stop with his size and his hands, and there against man coverage, he just ate that up.
Remember when we were talking before the game? All I kept saying about the guy was mismatch. This guy is something, isn't he?
Well, he really is a mismatch because, you know, we talk about this a lot, CD, but who are you going to put on him? A defensive back, a linebacker, no matter who it is, he seems to have the advantage.
Yeah, and if you want to double him or triple him, that means someone else should work their way open. This guy can break down defenses.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because they fall 2 games below 500. The road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
Well, they're hoping to do it consistently here. You look at this Baltimore defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Walker now on first and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
First down, Seahawks.
Play action. It's Smith. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
First and goal, Seattle.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant with an amazing diving catch. And the Seahawks have regained the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. That's caught at the 1. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves It's up to 7. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On second down, here's Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Then he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Through one corner, 14-7 our score.
Seahawks 14, Ravens 7.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. The extra point now coming from Myers. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Ravens 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in turn,
and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Trenton Simpson firing in and sticking him for a loss.
At the 37-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Smith. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and motion to go for it doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Julian Love picks it.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And the Seahawks first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll roll him out right. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Now Gino on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Myers' kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
He'll get that to Charbonnet.
No gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
In motion right, that's Metcalf.
Running right, here's Walker.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue, but all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. A dump off now to Hill. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run straight ahead with Hill.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's taken on the 25. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Hall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Ravens first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on fourth and long.
Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Edwards. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, we're going.
Here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Oh, my goodness. Now that is going to be out of bounds on the free kick. And that's a big mistake.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 40-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Yo.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 6.
Jackson. And bringing it in right side is Beckham. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the Seahawks first down.
On the counter, it's Walker.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jackson on 1st down. That's caught. It's Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Jackson.
Flushed out right.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop.
So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to